Okay. What's going on, gang? My name's Luna, or Jackie. I call me Luna or Jackie. I don't mind what you call me. But this is me reacting to that vegan teacher's video, as you see here. Just a warning though. I'm like, if you don't read the description, which that's fine if you don't. I don't have a script for this or how I'm gonna respond to this. I watched some of the video, not the full video. I seen it last night, but this is just gonna be me reacting to her entire video, and I may not be like Poncho or any of those like channels that speak about her, but I wanted to give it a go because I wanted to give my direct I want to speak about it myself because I just felt like it would bring me a little more ease about it because she really annoys me and all. But hopefully you guys will be able to understand on what I'm saying and such of that sort. So this video will not be edited at all, or anything of the sort, but I'll stop talking because I'm sure you guys want to get to the video, probably. Anyways, let's start it.
Hello everyone. Many of you woke up this morning and found out that my account was banned on TikTok. And I know many of you are jumping for joy and thinking that this is a great victory. Somehow, it makes you smile to know that an animal rights activist is being silenced on one of the platforms. Why is that? Why does that bring you joy? I know.
Well, it's pretty straightforward. It brings us joy because, honestly, we're not, like, doing this because, well, of what the title screen, not the title screen, but the thumbnail was saying vegan phobic carnists coming after me and banning my account or something like that. I'm sorry. Again, I don't have a script, but we're not doing this because we hate, well, some of us do hate you and all, but yeah, I should have wrote a script. I'm sorry, but we didn't do it because, you know, we want to silence you and all. We just want you to understand that you can at least explain it a little better and do it better because of all the, like, stuff you said about, oh, if you're not vegan, you're going to hell, or stuff like that. We just want you to stop doing that. Or, well, if you didn't do that in the first place, we wouldn't be so aggressive at all. Or if you would just blow off all the people who said, oh, they can't go vegan because of a health problem, because I'm pretty sure that there is some health problems that do exist where you can't eat, you know, go vegan, like, you know, and yeah, so that was pretty bad. Let's continue going.
Because you're feeling guilty. You know you shouldn't be eating animals. You know you shouldn't be paying to exploit them. And you cannot look in the mirror and see that in you. You're suffering from cognitive dissonance. You good person, but on the other hand, you pay people to rape, torture, and murder these innocent animals who never...
Well, you see, technically, no, we don't. It really depends on the forum, because I know that there's a few farmers out there that actually do treat their animals with quite a lot of respect. Like, there's plenty of farms out there. Just corporations, or some corporations, I'm pretty sure at least. I don't know, I should have really done my research on this. But not all, like, farms and stuff like that are all bad and treat their animals badly. Going off of what Daz Games said, he buys off of a farm, I'm pretty sure. I'm unsure. But I'm pretty sure he said that he buys from someone who does run a farm, and they treat their animals with a lot of respect. And so not all farms are going to be as bad as you truly think. That's my insight on it. Okay, let's continue.
One single thing wrong to you. So when an animal rights activist like me, a middle-aged, gray-haired woman who's 56, and who is a school teacher and a nurse, gets shot down, this somehow brings you great joy, as if you're playing a video game. But this...
Hello to whoever joined. And, maybe you shouldn't put it as shot down, because, it makes us sound like we're horrible people when we're not, because we would never do that. We have common sense. I'm pretty sure we have common sense. Oh, hey, Infinite. I'm just giving my commentary right now. Again, for whoever who just joined. Oh, hi, Mom. Whoever just joined, I'm just gonna say this. I'm not going off a script right now. I'm just, like, speaking on my mind. Anyways, I'm gonna just continue playing the video.
It's real life. It's not a video game. There are actual victims.
Sea Cuisine.
Why?
Seafood with the finest ingredients.
Remember the time once when she said, "Oh, at least I don't have at least you have a vegan freaking ad," and then immediately it cuts to meat. Look at you! You just got an ad for cooking little fish. Okay, sorry. That was completely bad. I'm doing the same thing that she did. I'm sorry. That was pretty bad. My greatest apologies. Okay, let's just... I can't skip it, sorry.
Chefs did the work.
I just had to bring that up, though.
Enjoy the flavor at home. Sea Cuisine.
See, look! I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now.
Frozen seafood section.
There are actual animals who are suffering right now in ways that you know nothing about. So why is it that you don't know what's going on? The biggest reason is that our school system is completely failing us.
No, I'm pretty sure at some age, a kid is gonna end up looking that stuff up, or someone's gonna tell them about it. Like, their parents, for example, or a teacher, or a friend, of course. Someone is gonna end up telling them about that stuff. We're not blind about it. It's just some of us believe there can't be much we can do because like, PETA or anything like that is probably just as bad as, as bad as, quote-unquote, the phones, not quote-unquote, sorry, the phones that you speak of, and stuff like that. some animal right companies and stuff. I don't even know if I even said that correctly, but some of those type of things are probably just as bad as the food industry, if you think about it. So that really you can't really do much about it. Though I do appreciate your attempt. The attempts on trying to feed the animals and stuff like that. That takes a lot of freaking not bravery. That means you care. And honestly, I care about the animals too. But there's not much we can do because there's big corporations and stuff like that that you can't really just take down with your voice. You're gonna need, like, lawyers and shit like that, you know? And with that, I'm just gonna continue the video.
That's one of the reasons that I'm glad to be out of it. In our school systems, we don't encourage people to be free thinkers. We don't encourage them to do research on things that are important.
Actually, that's wrong. The school system does encourage kids to go look up very important stuff. And some even do speak about the terrible industries about the animals and stuff like that, you know? And we're not gonna just look away from it. There's some people that are gonna stand up, you know? I'm just gonna continue the video, sorry. Again, I don't have a script.
One of the things I really didn't like about being a teacher is that I couldn't just trust the kids to go on the internet and look up things. I wanted to be able to let them go to see Dominion movement and the way that these animals are treated. But I couldn't do that because I would get in trouble if they accidentally went onto a disturbing site, i.e. the truth. What's wrong with our society that we're so scared to tell kids the truth about what's going on? Well, the parents are also scared. In our society right now, parents are mere children. They've never actually grown up. They're just an older version of their kids.
Ha! I'm gonna have to stop you right there. No. I'm pretty sure that some parents do in fact tell their own kids about what happens in the industries and stuff like that. And the animal industries that, you know, take care of cattle and stuff like that. And
Who are you talking to?
no one! I'm live streaming. Sorry. I just lost my train of thought, sorry. What was I talking about again? I'm just gonna continue the video. I don't know much. What?
Something about live cattle.
Okay, thank you. You know, the industries that, take care, animals and cattle and stuff like that. Like, our parents do it, well, I hope that parents do, in fact, tell the kids about it. Well, depending on the age, of course, because sometimes kids just want to be kids and want to have fun. I know, I'm not explaining very well. I'm sorry, I don't have a script or anything, and I know I shouldn't be talking about this if I don't have a script, but man, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to go look at this. Yeah, literally what an adult is. But, I mean, teens. I know what happens with them. I'm 16, you know. I'm just gonna continue this video. Sorry, I sound terrible. Anyways.
I learned this now because after being on TikTok and watching the amount of duets that are going on there, I'm realizing It's horrifying how uneducated the vast majority of the population is.
No, we're not uneducated, man. Oh, well, we're not uneducated. I'm pretty sure that you're the one uneducated. Because you keep just comparing animals to really horrible, events in the past, you know? But not only that, you seem to not know a lot about, animals and stuff like that. Because there is, in fact, some cases where chickens will, in fact, cannibalize each other. Sometimes zebras will end up killing young. Male zebras will end up killing the young in the herd.
Thing did you talk about?
Mom, that's literally a fact. That's literally a fact. Okay. Stuff like that. And it's not even just in captivity, too. It's also in the wild. Stuff like cannibalization happens in the wild, as well as sometimes. Actually, I just gone off. Okay, sorry. I'm just gonna continue with the video. This is so weak. Okay,
So of course it's normal that they would want to take somebody down who confronts all these different groups of people. See, I've never limited myself with who I talk to about how the animals are treated. I will talk to a 5-year-old, a 10-year-old, a teenager. I will talk to a new mom, a dad. I will talk to anybody. Teachers, principals, doctors, therapists. I will talk to grandparents, and I have. I will talk to my neighbors who are walking their dogs, and colleagues, because everybody needs to know what's going on.
And we do know what's going on. We just don't speak a lot about it because either we just don't want to be a part of it, or that was my only freaking point. I'm sorry. But sometimes we just don't want to be. I am live streaming with the screen on my. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
If you ever think you're not powerful, think of it this way. If a group of teenage boys can gather together behind the scenes and start
No. There was not just males, within that category, ma'am. There was females. Pretty sure there was also non-binaries, too. Pretty much every gender there was. They were just, I'm sorry, I don't have a script. I'm sorry if this is bad. Okay, but, no. No. know.
Attacking somebody like me, an animal rights activist, or any other, because it won't be long before they come after all the other animal rights activists. Then think of what that same group of kids could do if they actually fought for good in the world.
Yeah, she got banned. She certainly got banned from TikTok, and she made this video towards of the ban, and now I'm just reacting to it. Yeah, just know, you know. I'm gonna continue.
You see, the problem is that they're just so mixed up. They don't actually know who's good and who's evil. I mean, for some reason, they have it in their head that somebody who's defending the most innocent animals among us.
Sometimes animals are not innocent. I will literally tell you that. There is so many instances where, you know, the animals, not everyone is going to be innocent. The most innocent creatures I can think of is, you know, babies. Like baby penguins or baby seals. Babies, you know, because they don't care. They don't care. They just want to have fun, but then also survive, you know. Like, they don't care. They just want to have fun. They're babies. They're cute. But you see, the adults are a different story. The adults, they're different. They're not innocent. Not all of them, at least. Most, yes, because they're just trying their best to survive and all. But there is very serious instances where they end up cannibalizing. So, okay, I'm gonna just continue. Again, sorry. This is bad.
Is a bad person. How messed up is that?
We don't think you're a bad person. We just think that the stuff you said was pretty fucking bad. Because, for one, you always... I don't even know how to explain. I'm sorry.
Where did they get that idea? I don't know. But I can tell you that schools are not helping us to fix it. So where do we go from here?
Of course, schools are not going to help you because they're schools. They teach kids. What can they do about it? Not everyone is going to want to be freaking put into that situation where they have to, like, help the animals. Get the fuck away from Not everyone wants to hear about it. Like, some do, and that's perfectly okay, and some don't. That's also perfectly okay. Because it's not about being a bad person or a good person. It's about how they want to live their life. And if someone wants to, you know, eat meat, then that's perfectly okay. You can't stop them. No matter what you say, you can't stop them. And if they want to go vegan, that's also okay. You know, it's good for your health, but eating meat is also good for your health too. Like, it may not seem like it to you, but it's good because we're omnivores. We have canines and our bottom jaw moves because our canines are for, like, you know, biting into, like, tough meats, you know? But also our our bottom jaw moving is for grinding up leaves and plants and stuff like that. So, sometimes people don't want to give that up. And that's okay, you can't make them. Hopefully my point was good enough, sorry. Okay, continue.
First of all, animal rights activists don't stop being animal rights activists. I'm never going to quit. You can close down one account, you can close down another one, I will keep popping up. Or, if you keep closing them down, and eventually you've used up all of the means, I will still be in front of my house with a sign. Or
I don't even know how to respond to this one. First off, we don't care if you're still alive. Well, technically we would, but we just want you off the internet. Because, for one, the stuff you say is pretty offensive, my guy. Like, it's fucking offensive. And not only that, you seem to just want to scare everyone by saying, oh, if you're not vegan, you're going to hell. That may not be a part of the conversation, but this chick, no, I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry. That was bad. This woman thinks that if you're not vegan, you're going to hell. Now, if you actually think about it, technically that wouldn't matter. Because in Christianity, there is very many cases where in, like, photos, like, the Great Supper, the Last Supper, sorry, the Last Supper, like Dad says, in the Last Supper image, there is literally a goat's head. And she says that Jesus is vegan. That God is vegan. Ma'am! I shouldn't be laughing, sorry, but, ma'am, you do understand that Christianity is a vegan. And you should really stop trying to use hell as a tactic to scare people. Because it just makes you seem pretty shitty, dude. I'm not even gonna lie, that makes you seem pretty shitty. I mean, you're pretty much already shitty enough, but okay, I'm just gonna continue.
Shopping center protesting or filming other activists. I'll go back to being a reporter and talking about them, but I'll never stop. The animals are too important. They're alone. They have no voice. The chickens, the cows, the pigs, the lambs, the turkeys, they all have a right to their body integrity. They all have a right to live.
Yes, they do have the right to live. And I'm sure that plenty of people already said this, because, I see it all over the place, because they just wanted to use it so that she knows that they do get eaten in the wild. And I want to also say that, well, cows, chickens, pigs, they also live in the wild. So, technically, not all of them are suffering. I mean, the ones in farms, in most farms at least, in, like, food industries and whatnot, yeah, they're suffering. But not all of them. And no, I'm not saying this as in a way to say, like, stop being a animal rights activist. No. No, I'm not saying it in a way of, like, that. I'm saying it because you're acting like we are purposely making the entire, like, species of cows, chickens, pigs, animals like that go extinct. No. No, sorry. Okay.
And many of you have no idea what goes on behind closed doors. The billions of animals that are so badly mistreated, systemically, not just the occasional one, but crammed into places that are as horrible as the Nazi death camps. In fact, worse. The animals have it worse.
Now shut the fuck up. Shut up. Now, you see, you may think that animals had it worse than, what happened in the Holocaust. You're wrong. You're fucking wrong, dude. Like, some are even bad, some aren't as bad as you'd fucking think. But the Holocaust? That was fucking horrible. Like, I don't even... Man, I was saying some shit about this, last night. And how stupid she sounds when she says this shit. I'm just...
The Holocaust never ended for them. Yes, they have it worse. And you don't realize it. And I know you don't realize it because I saw your duets before my account was taken down. I saw this one girl yelling at the camera and saying, "You don't understand. How can you say that these animals are treated the way that the Jewish prisoners were? They're not raped." Yes, they are. They're not forced into slavery. Yes, they are. They're not murdered. Yes, they are. They're not...
Okay, first of all, I just want to say that for the humans... Wait, what did I just say? I just want to say that the last thing, that's true. Some animals are cruelly murdered. I will not deny that. They are sometimes crudely murdered. But as people, we have to eat. And she may say, "Oh, but plants have protein as well." Yes, they do have protein. But I'm pretty sure that they don't have the exact same type of protein that meat has. I think. I don't know. I should have done my research before I did this. God damn it. If I say anything stupid, please ignore me. But for the first one, I don't... Exactly. They aren't. Like, there is so many instances on where they get to, on their own terms, it's... Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is just killing my brain cells so much. And they aren't enslaved. I know that there's so many corporations on where they just force the animals to stay inside, be cramped, etc. But, again, there is so many farms out there that let their animals roam freely out in like a paddock, stuff like that. And so that just proves that all farmers aren't as bad as you'd think. There is so many YouTubers that have a farm and that treat their animals with the right amount of respect and that won't, quote unquote, use them as like servants, quote unquote. It's the stuff she says sometimes. It's stupid as hell. What'd y'all say? You're right. Because chickens, I'm not saying that this is a reason to, kill them off and shit like that. But chickens are known for cannibalizing each other. They're known for it. And pigs, I'm pretty sure that they'll eat anything, including meat. I'm pretty sure they would. I don't know Again, I haven't done my research, which I probably should have before I started this, but I'm pretty sure they'll also eat meat because they don't entirely care. Because it's food. It's food, man. Okay, let's continue.
Put into gas chambers? Yes, they are. And for what? Why did we do that to the Jews? Why did the world let that happen? Because good people remain silent.
No, that's not true. Actually, I'm pretty sure it was because Hitler remained silent from the rest of the world. I think. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be speaking for them at all. I shouldn't be speaking for them at all. And that might have been deemed offensive. And I'm sorry if that was. I'm not trying to be. I'm just saying. I'm sorry, I really should not be talking about this. I'm not good with this type of stuff. I'm just gonna continue. Ignore what I just said, please. I know you guys will not. That's okay. Exactly! They will eat anything. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You may think that, oh, animals are like sweet, loving, etc. Fucking. It's not even the right time to bring that up. Let's just continue. Again, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that was offensive in any way. I didn't mean for it to be offensive. Anyways.
So now what? Use all the power that you have going forward to educate yourself. Use your critical thinking skills. Go and actually watch the documentaries that all of us have watched. Go.
Not all of us has watched them because, for one, there's kids out there that don't watch those types. We know plenty about it. We know a lot about it. And again, there's some people who don't want to do much about it because they don't want to be, like, pushed into it. That's an uncomfortable place. Actually, no. Let's talk about your dog, though. You say, oh, I'm an animal rights activist. Okay, what about your dog? Whenever you speak about Bella, literally, you say you never feed meat to her because... Why? I don't even remember, but I'm pretty sure she said something about, oh, I'm not going to trade another live animal for my animal's life. If you're going to get a dog, give it meat. You know the teeth on a dog? They're sharp. And what are sharp teeth meant to be for? Meat. Look at Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon. His teeth are sharp, and he eats fish. Look at their xenomorph. Their teeth are sharp. They eat meat. Let's talk about the ancestors of dogs. Wolves. What did they eat? They eat meat. Literally, your dog wouldn't have became a dog if it wasn't for the wolves. And the wolves existed because of direwolves. And direwolves, they ate meat. So from direwolves to wolves to dogs, that carnivorous trait never stopped. In fact, literally, if you look up images of a carnivore skull and a herbivore skull, you'll see that a herbivore skull's teeth is more dull because they're made for eating plants. They're made for grinding up leaves. But carnivores have sharp, jagged teeth because they're made for eating meat. And if you look at a herbivore's intestines, they're long. It's bigger than a carnivore's system. Because herbivore systems were made to, like, digest leaves, plants, etc. But for carnivores, their systems are way smaller than a herbivore's digestion tract because it's made for meat. If you can't take proper care of your dog, why did you get a dog? Why did you get a dog? To get a fucking rabbit instead. Hell, get a fucking parrot. Who cares? You clearly know nothing about dogs if you're literally gonna make your own dog go vegan. I don't care if your dog has been sustained off a vegan diet ever since 2017. That doesn't matter. Dogs are not meant to, like, take in a vegan diet. I'm pretty sure anyone knows this except you. Let's continue going.
To watchdominion.com, and don't be cowardly about it. Don't watch it in a group of people while you talk and while you try to close your eyes to what's going on.
Okay, first of all, you do the same thing to what we're saying. So, you really have no right to talk, because in every single, like, response video you made of other channels responding to you, like Dad's Games, you deliberately ditch the important parts of the video and what we're trying to tell you. We don't care if you're vegan or not. It's what you're saying. It's what you're doing. God, get that through your freaking skull.
Don't mute the sound of the animals. Listen. Watch it in small bits by yourself or with a friend that you trust who is seriously interested in learning. There are many cowardly teenagers here on YouTube who have said that they watched Dominion and it was a joke. To them, they thought it was funny seeing the animals suffer like that. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Doesn't that worry you to some degree? That psychopaths here have a voice so strong? It's not them that's the problem. It's everyone who follows them and doesn't say anything like, yo, dude, there's nothing funny about watching this mother pig in a tight, confined space, so tight that she can't even turn around. And when her babies are born and one of them is dead, and the brother or sister looks desperately for some warmth and lies down on the dead body of their sibling, there's nothing funny about that.
I don't think anyone would find that funny. Like, realistically, no one would find that funny. Jeez. Oh, what the fuck? Okay.
There's nothing funny about a man who goes in back of a pig and starts rubbing her and masturbating her.
Stop! No one fucking does that. And if they did do that, they're a horrible piece of shit. But not everyone. Not every farmer does that. Whoever does that, they deserve to get fucking fired. That's gross. Like, disgusting. But not anyone does that. Oh, God. Okay, I'm done.
And then inserts sperm into her, forcing her to be pregnant against her will.
You know, I should have really put a fucking warning on this video. But I'm pretty sure it's the vegan teacher. Everyone already knows what's gonna happen.
This is inhumane, disgusting behavior. It's abhorrent. It's not normal. There is nothing normal about the way that we treat.
Yeah, you're right. There is nothing normal about it. But there's also nothing normal about literally comparing, like, issues like the Holocaust to fucking animals either. That's not normal. Shit. Fuck. Nothing you're saying is normal either. God. Ooh, fucking hell.
Animals. When it comes to the chickens and the baby boy chicks that are born, and an assembly line goes by and people pick them up, and if they're boys, put them on a separate assembly line, and they go in to be murdered, ground up alive. There's nothing normal about that. When
Why did I pause it?
we can absolutely survive without eating eggs, or chickens, or pigs, or cows. There's absolutely nothing normal okay about us raping these mother cows, forcing them to be pregnant.
We're not forcing them. That's... Sure, some people will do that. But that doesn't always occur. That doesn't always happen. Again, there is plenty of farmers who don't do that. They let their livestock do it whenever they want. I'm not even sure if I'm even explaining this correctly. And if that vegan teacher ever reacts to this, I swear to God, she better not skip all my points about this fucking live stream. If she does, that just means that she's a coward herself. There's no doubt about it, because she seems to skip over the most important parts of the videos that she watches and says that we're lying, or just decides to ignore it, which makes her a coward herself if it makes us a coward to ignore what she's saying as well.
Sperm that came from us masturbating a bull. Literally masturbating them, taking the sperm and inserting it into the female. And when her baby is born, to murder the boy. But first, we will put him in a tiny confined area for a few days, sometimes a few weeks.
That doesn't always happen. I'm gonna continue bringing this up, because I know that if she ends up freaking replying to this video, she's gonna end up skipping over all the important parts. So I'm just gonna continue saying it, even though I already got my point across with all y'all. Not all farms are like that. Not all of them are like that. Farms, the good types of farms, respect their animals. They let their animals roam free in a paddock that is, I'm pretty sure, at least 100 miles. So they can freely roam, eat grass, not get crowded.
Crying for his mother, unable to see his siblings. Just the most barbaric thing. That if you tried, you couldn't even invent something worse. It is a holocaust that the animals are going through. There's nothing okay about it. And anyone who thinks that there is something okay with that needs help.
We don't think it's okay either. But some of us think that there is nothing we can do about it. Because, again, these are at least $1 million companies. The food industry is fucking huge. We can't do much about it, dude. Like, if you're an animal rights activist, go for it. I'm not hating. But to those who don't know what to do about this, that's also okay. Because honestly, I myself don't even know what to do about it. And that's okay. I think it's okay. I mean, sure, they're not just animals. And they're not just food. They're living things. I understand that, like, full on. But these companies, man, they're fucking huge. You're gonna need more than just 1 million people fighting for animals. You kids should at least learn about it at middle school, because that's when I started learning about it and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, let's continue.
Only 2 criteria to graduating. Have you proved that you can think for yourself, research the actual truth, and have you proved to us that you care? Have we taught you empathy? If not, the entire society collapses because of that. When we start to cheer on people who think that hurting others is okay,
you also hurt someone by laughing at their dead friend and making fun of them. After that kid said, "Oh, my friend died after trying to go vegan," you laughed. You think you're any better than the people that do quote-unquote hurt animals? You think you're any better? Well, guess what? You're not. Jeez. Do you have a brain or anything? Of what you fucking did to the person who said that their friend died. That was shitty. Not even shitty, that was horrible. That was horrid of you. What gives you the right to say, "Oh, but the people who harm animals are bad"? What about you? Who the fuck laughs at a little kid's death? I don't even know the age, but who are you to talk?
we are falling into a deep, dark, black hole. Now, when my account was banned, 2 things popped into my head. One was the day that John Robert Bell's account was banned. You remember him. He's somebody on the app who talks about human rights, but fails to understand that sentient beings, such as animals, are just like children and should be included into all of them. The first thing that came to my mind, even though one might say he is my arch enemy, but he really isn't. But when his account was banned, the first thing I did was to immediately contact TikTok and say that it was wrong. It was wrong. Because he was speaking up on behalf of the humans at that time. He wasn't speaking against animals at that time. And I believe that we have a right to voice our opinions, even if we disagree. Now, if his account was banned a second time now, after me attempting to reach him and to show him that being vegan...
Okay, I don't know who that dude is. I'm gonna be real honest. I don't know who they are. But I'm pretty sure that... Can't see my beds. I'm pretty sure that he didn't go on and say, "Oh," or start comparing, like, horrific events in history to animals, or comparing the LGBTQ plus community as animals, or to animals, or anything like that. Let alone go and do at kids that are way younger than you to make them go vegan, or try to tell people to go vegan, or try scaring them into veganism. I don't think he did that at all. That was all you. I may not know this person, but I'm pretty sure you didn't do any of those horrible things. But you did. Now you may say that, oh, I'm lying. No, there's lots of proof on the internet that Poncho did on you, or the glided guy did on you. And there is plenty of evidence of you doing that. So you really cannot get away with that. You may not know human decency.
Is necessary and the compassionate thing to do. If his account was banned now, after he has been educated for so long and continues to pay for this complete torture of these innocent animals, I would not go to help him. Because I sincerely think that he is causing more harm than good now. That doesn't mean it always has to be that way. He might change. But at this point, anybody who laughs at an animal rights activist, anybody who's vegan phobic to that degree...
First of all, we're not vegan phobic. And second of all, we never laugh at anything of the sort. We laugh at you for your little fucking... Oh, God. We laugh at you because of your idiocy. And we did what we did because half the shit you say is offensive. And also can be very weird. That can put you in a pretty bad spot, bro. Full on. We're not vegan phobic because we don't mind if you're vegan. It's just the stuff you say. You could say everything better than you already say it. But no. You don't.
After having had many months to change, is despicable. The other thing that came to mind was Gary Yourofsky, who was one of the reasons that I became vegan. I remember the day that I found out that he decided to quit being an activist. It was a devastating day for me, because I used to look up to him as somebody who gave me strength, courage, and somebody to follow. I admired his speeches, and I admired how get ready for a flatbread.
Nope.
Just how passionate he was. Many people didn't like him, and I didn't know him personally. Maybe if I met him in person, I wouldn't like him either. But what I saw in his speech, that you can Google, the best speech you'll ever hear, or something like that it's called. It moved me, and I know it moved millions of people. Now he left, and he left his torch there, burning. And I looked at it, and I thought, I can't take that. I can't follow in his footsteps. I'm not ready. I don't know how to make great speeches. I don't know enough facts about the animals. I can't stand there and talk as long as he did. How am I going to do that? But I looked around and didn't see anybody else rising to be as passionate as he was, who talked about the Holocaust that the animals are going
Okay, pretty much I'm already done watching this video. I cannot with this lady anymore. Oh well, I'm gonna continue watching it anyways.
through. I didn't see anybody. And so I just thought, I'm gonna go for it. And somehow I accumulated 1.7 million followers. Now, most of them were there to laugh at me. And that's normal when we're trying to change society. The first thing that you do is you laugh at people who speak out against something, and you think to yourself, what the fuck is this? This person thinks that animals should have rights? That they should have a Bill of Rights? This person is telling me that I shouldn't eat eggs or drink milk or eat meat, something that my teachers and my doctor and my parents have been telling me.
We don't care. Realistically, we don't care. We just want the best to happen. But the thing is, you continue saying all this shit about, well, not continue saying all this shit, but you keep on making fun of people or say that, oh, you should change your religion because it's not vegan. You continue to threaten people about going to hell if they're not vegan. Let's see. You also try to reply to pretty young kids on TikTok too. Well, you did. Like Tommy Innit. What happened there? That was pretty whack stuff you did. I'm not even gonna lie. That was pretty whack. That was
their whole lives. So they laugh and think I'm crazy, but they follow anyway out of curiosity. And then after that, the next stage is that because I start to make everyone feel guilty.
You don't make any of us feel guilty. At least I don't feel guilty. Do any of you guys feel guilty? I would like to know.
Then they get angry. Then they put up a shield. And then they come after me with a knife.
No, that's incorrect. We don't get angry because of guilt. We get angry at you because of the shit that you say. There is so much freaking evidence of you being a horrible person. You're the only one doing that, not us. Because you don't do your research. You don't know anything, actually. You may think you do, but you really don't.
And they try to cut my throat. And today they did that. Over on TikTok.
No. I'm going to stop you right there. That's a little bit too much of an intense way of saying it. You should not put it that way, because even if it is a metaphor, no. We kicked you off there for a good reason. You just clearly don't know. You think all the things that you did was so-called right, and that, you're gonna just continue to push people to be vegan because of guilt? No. Nuh-uh. That's not how it works. We push you off the internet because of the shit that you were saying. That was offensive. That was crude and cruel. That's the reason. Maybe if you were more aware of what was happening or what you were saying, then maybe you wouldn't have been banned. No. That was your own fault. Not ours.
They cut the head off of one of the most prominent animal rights activists on the app. The most well-known.
You're well known for being shitty.
Hated, but the most well-known. But I'm still here. And I'm not going to stop. Because after the stage 2 of fighting the truth is stage 3, and that is when society starts to accept what's going on and realize that fringe movement, those people on the edges, those animal rights activists, actually had a point. People start to realize those animal rights activists, they.
We know what you're talking about. just some of you guys ends up taking it over the line. And by taking it over the line, I mean hugely taking it over the line. You crossed a certain line that you shouldn't have. And this is karma for crossing that line. Ugh. I don't know if others will say that it's karma, but I say it was karma because, man, you're cruel. You're just as cruel as the freaking animal industries, dude. Flat out.
Joking around. Those animal rights activists know what goes on with the animals. They are here as messengers, and we should probably listen to them.
You have time with Premier.
So how do we get there? Good people need to rise up. The silent majority needs to speak up and say, when that vegan teacher's account was shut, that wasn't okay. When that
Actually, it was pretty okay because of the shit that you would say on that. I may not bring it up a lot, nor would I put any proof up. But if you would look up like that vegan teacher videos, not like on her like main account, like her YouTube account, but on like people reviewing her and stuff like that, you will see what I'm talking about. You will see what I'm speaking about.
teacher was calling out every single religious group and every single age and every single gender and every single minority and saying to them, hey, you guys can try to be more vegan.
Yeah, by telling them to change their religion and proceed to threaten them by telling them, oh, if you're not vegan, you're going to hell. And yes, I'm going to continue bringing that up because that's fucking shitty.
You don't need to buy that. You don't need to pay for that. You don't need to wear that. People need to realize that that is a good thing. And people need to realize that that is necessary in society. And instead of looking upon animal rights activists as a crazy fringe group,
We don't. It's only you. You're crazy. You're crazy for all the stuff that you said. For everything that you did. You're the crazy one. We aren't. We don't care about other animal rights activists. They're cool. Most of them, at least. It's you that are crazy.
people start, and they are starting, and they will continue to realize that we're here to stay. And what we're doing is necessary. What you're eating is not food. It's violence.
It's not technically violence. And plus, we are omnivores. It is very much a fact that we are omnivores. Because remember the thing about that I said about our canines? Yeah, that's for chewing up meat. Huh. But then also our moving bottom jaw is also for grinding up plants. We're omnivores.
What you're paying for, it's not food. It's violence.
It's not violence, because if it was violence, then we were buying a knife and then proceed to chuck it at someone. That's buying violence.
Unless you are living in an area where you absolutely need to hunt or fish because you have no other choice, what you're doing is immoral. And that's why people wanted me removed, because I made them feel that guilt.
You didn't make anyone feel guilty. You didn't make anyone feel guilty. You think you made someone feel guilty. You didn't. At all. There's no guilt. We just wanted you to learn a lesson.
But is it okay to shoot the messenger? Really? Do we really want a society like that? That's up to you. I'm here for a certain amount of years on the planet, and I ate animals for a long time. And I will never stop feeling guilt for that. Drinking their milk, stealing milk from baby cows.
Technically, not all farms do that. And the good types of farms, yes, there is good types if you didn't know. They leave milk for the calves. For the baby cows, they leave milk for them because they know that they need to eat. They will not immediately separate the baby from the mother. Not all farms are bad as you think they are. It's only the big industries that don't care. Get that through your head.
What kind of a horrible person was I to do that? So I can't stop. I won't stop. I will always be that vegan teacher, even if I'm kicked off an app, or if I'm kicked off whatever. I will always be that vegan teacher. People will always feel guilty when they hear my name. Some of them will feel proud because they've taken on, and they are the new vegan teachers. There will always be new vegan teachers. And after I'm dead, somebody else will refer to that vegan teacher as another person. In the meantime, we go on fighting.
Literally, there's vegans that hate you as well. And I'm pretty sure as Mac Miriga, I'm sorry if I butchered that name, but literally she says that the only accounts that were able to chat on your TikTok was alternate accounts of yours. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, but I had a very strong feeling that they were alternate accounts. But yeah, pretty much most vegans hate you.
Remember, if a bunch of teenage boys can take down a middle-aged woman who has no weapon and who is there to speak on behalf of the most innocent among us, then think of what a group of teenage girls could...
That's sexist. Because you think that boys are so bad. They're horrible people. And girls are the angels of the universe. Nah. No. That's... You're crazy. This is what I'm saying. You're crazy. You don't know what you're talking about at all, actually.
Do if they rose up and fought for what's right.
We fight for what we think is right, which is actually completely different from each other's views, actually. And you can't really do much to stop that.
Now, you might think I'm exaggerating with the genders. Maybe. Not all women are good, and not all girls are good. But the majority of my supporters are girls. Most often, girls can see things that guys can't. Not all. But sometimes, if they are given the space, they have the intellectual capacity and an open heart to be able to see something that men are not able to. Again, not all. But I'm calling on the girls of society, on all of my supporters and anyone else, women, mothers, who know what it's like to have a baby at their breast and who would never want that baby taken away and murdered. I am calling on you.
That would never happen because, one, that would be inhumane, and two, I don't really have enough to because I'm pretty sure it speaks for itself. But that would never technically happen unless that child ended up having something happen to it. But Yeah. Sorry, that was a bad reply to that.
Women, teenage girls, grandmothers. We need to rise above and help these innocent animals. We are the ones who buy the food, mostly. We are the ones who cook the food, mostly. We are the ones who are closest to the children and able to educate them, mostly. Most school teachers are women. We have access to the young minds. We can help.
Not really. At least I don't think so, because most of my teachers are males. So, yep.
This world, make this world a more compassionate place. We need to teach critical thinking skills at home and in the school.
Here's the thing. Animals are not compassionate. Some are. Yes, like dogs, cats, wild animals to the family members. Yes. But sometimes animals will do very good things. Now you may say, oh, it's instinct. Yes, it is. And it just happens. Hell, you may say that animals are suffering within, like, the food industry. The one thing I want to say to that is animals are also suffering from outside. You think setting them free will help? Yeah, sure. That totally would. And you'll see about, let's see. A herbivore getting away from a carnivore with a really bad wound that will make them suffer. Or let's say a lion who ended up getting kicked in the fucking face by a zebra and ended up getting its jaw broken. They will suffer. That will change their lives forever.
And we need to teach people empathy, the ability to look at others and feel what they're feeling and sit with them. And when someone is suffering, we need to teach people to come closer, to look closer at the suffering.
Okay, I'm gonna end this one here. I really have nothing else to say about this. I mean, she's just, I don't even know what to say about this lady, but, you know, anyways, that was the live stream. Peace out. And if that vegan teacher reacts to this, she is most likely gonna just skip over everything I just said, all my good points and shit like that, if there was any at least, and proceed to probably say, oh, but you're wrong, or anything like that. But yeah, that was the live stream. I might make another one, of course, with no script, again. Yes, I know that this entire live stream was bad, but, you know, anyways, peace out, have a good day, and that was the live stream.